And welcome to another edition of Visit Las Cruces Live, the Real New Mexico podcast. My name's Ed Carnathan. I'm your host, and this is our first podcast on the road. We've been doing all of them in the office, but our first one on the road. Very excited. We're at Cruces Total Golf right here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. TJ's our guest. TJ McMullan, right? TJ
Yes.
McMullan. All right, TJ, thanks for having us here today at Cruces Total Golf. Never been here, and this place is great. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Thanks for coming out. This is basically the idea that I've had for the past 6 or 7 years. I grew up in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I learned how to play golf in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And one of the things that I felt was in need is golf is very, kind of one of those things where it's not inclusive. Pace of play issues, people feel like they have to play too fast. They feel like maybe everybody's watching them. Mm-hmm. So within a nutshell, I was able to create 8 virtual bays of golf. And one of the great things about that is you pay for the hours. So if you want to play for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you can come down, book that. You can play all day if you wanted. That way there's no groups behind you. Doesn't matter how you hit the golf ball. You can play at your own pace, 9 holes, 18 holes,
Sure.
or even just practice.
Yeah, this driving range, right? The virtual driving range.
Yeah, so the virtual driving range is cool because when you go to a standard driving range, especially here, there's a lot of wind, there's elements, all that stuff. Yeah. And you don't have data. So you come out here, you hit golf balls, you know your club head speed, how the club's coming in, where you're hitting it, all of the things that you wouldn't get at a normal golf course.
How long have you guys been open now?
We opened up midway through June. We technically considered July 1st our opening. Yeah. So we were getting people in the door, letting them try it, and then July 1 is when we technically started.
Excellent. Well, tell everybody where you're at. We haven't given your address yet.
So 170 West Picacho, right next to Harbor Freight.
Used to be the old skating rink here, right?
Correct.
And before that, a furniture store, and before that, I think it was a bar. I don't know.
Yeah, it was jack of all trades.
Yeah, this place has been used for many things over the years. But great place. Yeah, again, I was kind of walking around, and Norm will get some video, and we'll place it in the podcast here as well to show everybody everything that you guys have. But what's your primary thing that you guys do here?
So our primary thing is I'm a Class A teaching professional, so we give a lot of golf lessons. Right. The idea of the place is I had my own individual one-bay place off of Wyatt.
Okay.
So I would give a lot of lessons out of there, and then inevitably people would go to the range, and then they would come back, and I think it's better. But, it was kind of that idea that was it really better? Yeah. And especially once they went away from the technology, they couldn't check and seeing if it's better. So now we have the people who get the lessons come back and practice here or play here, and they just have all that data that we reference during the lessons.
Yeah. Can you do anything about this and this?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So that's me.
Yeah.
Me and a nut. It's this or this, and then I throw the clubs, and it's it's but all skill levels, right? You can help just about anybody out.
Yes. So TrackMan does a great job. I think TrackMan is the premier indoor hitting, basically data gathering subject. And what it does is it's gathering a lot of data points so people can look and see why is it going this way or why is it going this way. Right. And then they have a lot of cool games for like putt-putt for kids. Then there's shooting at targets for kids or adults. And then there's basically a feature on there that's very similar to Topgolf. Hit towards the target, gives you points.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like Topgolf on one side of the equation.
Well, this is our Topgolf now. Okay,
yes.
You're it. Okay,
got it.
All right, you're it. So, again, you're helping everybody out. You may have 2 new clients with me and my wife. I'm telling you that now because we love to play. It's something that we enjoy to do together. Mm-hmm. And again, this is something you could play your whole life, right?
Yeah,
you could play
absolutely.
golf. You can't play football your whole life or baseball or softball, but you can definitely play golf all your life.
Yeah, I tell every kid that walks in the door because, I grew up saying that I was a baseball player or a football player, but I always played golf on the side. Yeah. And I said, golf will get you eventually. Don't worry about it.
You'll get there.
So whether it's at 30, whether it's at 40, whether it's at 50, everybody eventually finds their way to golf.
Now, the first time I met you guys came by the office and you had a tournament that weekend or something. You guys are doing those still as well?
Correct. We're going through. We're probably going to have one at Pebble Beach. Not every TrackMan simulator place has Pebble Beach. It's an additive you have to purchase. So we're going to put them on every bay. That'll probably be our next tournament.
Wow, that's great. So you have golf courses from all over the world.
Yeah, just inside of 400, it's like 395, ranging from St. Andrews all the way to our tournament, which was at Pinehurst, and different yardages, different tees. You have handicaps, the entire thing.
Wow. So how many people you usually have for a tournament?
The Pebble Beach, I think we had just over 60.
Wow.
So we let it go through the weekend, so that was very fun. And we give you as many tries as you want. Like if you felt like you just needed a try at the course before you could go out there and play, you could do it twice. We just want people to play golf. That's really it.
Absolutely. And it's again, a great place. I'm surprised we didn't have this sooner, but thank you for putting this on the map for sure.
Of course.
Yeah, this is definitely something that the whole family can enjoy. We have people coming in from outside the area, and they're looking for something to do. This is absolutely something that they could do. Come down here and have some fun.
Absolutely. We want everybody to come in. We want everybody to try it. This is my baby, and I treat it like the baby it is. So I want everybody to try it.
Now, I know you guys have food trucks here sometimes as well.
Yeah, during the tournaments we definitely do. So when we do that Pebble Beach one, we'll probably bring that same food truck back or get a different one, and just let people come in and have fun.
Now, if people want to find out more information, you have a website. Give them the phone number.
Yeah, it's crucestotalgolf.com, and then the phone number that they could call is 575-449-4762.
Now, you guys do lessons, obviously. I know also I saw you do club fittings and stuff like that. That's very important, right?
Yes.
I didn't realize how important it is to get your clubs fitted.
Yes. Brett Jones is our club fitter here. He does a great job. He does
What is that? Someone's wondering right now, what is a club fitting? Explain
So a club, most people buy clubs just off the rack, as we call it. Depending on basically your length of your arms, how tall you are, how fast you swing it. We adjust the shafts. We adjust the loft and lie, basically how it sits the ground, enters the ground. Yeah. And then we find a good gapping for you. So most people might hit a certain club further, so we could de-loft it, put it in our loft and lie machine, or we could add loft to it to help people out.
See, that could be my problem right there.
Yes.
Right there.
Loft.
Obviously.
Loft is always a problem.
I remember golfing with somebody one time, and we were done, and he said, maybe you're left-handed.
Yeah. Very good.
But it could be. It could be my fitting, right? That's something that you guys offer.
Yeah, most people don't realize that with a good club fitting, you could shave 5 to 8 strokes.
Right.
And that could be just loft and lie. That could be the weight of the shaft. That could be the stiffness of the shaft. That could be a lot of different things that Brett does a great job at. He spends his time, going through all of the characteristics of a golf club.
Now, you guys are open. What days are you open down here?
We Monday to Sunday.
Monday to Sunday, okay.
Pretty much 8 to 8. Sunday we do about 10 to 8, 10 to 6.
Okay. And if people want to book a tee time with you, they could do that on the website. Do they have to call?
They could call. They could do it on the website. They could take their chances at coming down and seeing if we're open. We definitely try and recommend the website because that will go through every single bay. If bay 1 is booked, bay 2 might be open. Just go through it.
So you're a New Mexico State alum. We were talking about that earlier. Were you on the golf team?
I was not on the golf team. I was just in the PGM program, which is a great program.
And that's a great program here, too, as well. That's not too many colleges across the country have PGM.
No.
We're very lucky to have that here.
Yes, Pat, Josh, Henry, they all do a great job there.
Yeah, Pat Gavin, a great guy. He's a fraternity brother of mine.
Very nice.
And a great person. And I'll tell you what, he does a tremendous job at the university.
Yeah, it's a funny story. My senior year of college, I sat down in his office telling him about this idea. And he was like...
Has he been by? I'm sure he's been by.
He's been by.
Yeah.
But he sat down, and I went through the entire spiel like I was selling him on being an investor just to see what he thought. And he gave me a couple key points that if I didn't think about, or if he didn't tell me, I wouldn't have thought about it. And that was why I was able to be successful.
Yeah, definitely. Well, This is a wonderful place, and I think we have you already on the website. If we don't, I'll make sure we do.
Thank you, sir.
Under the things to do in
Perfect.
Las Cruces, because obviously this is something to do. It's just a great facility, you know, a great facility. You have a great program. How many total bays do you have in here?
We have 8 rental bays, and then we have a fitting bay, and then we have a lesson bay.
Right.
So
and then,
10 total.
And then in the back, I saw, what's the big circle thing?
Okay.
You got to explain that to me.
Okay, so the swing circle is an idea to help people. It's a weighted club on it. You can step inside. You can make some swings. It just kind of reminds you of the path that you're supposed to be on.
Right, okay.
So we have one for the adults, one for the kids.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and I was like, I have no idea what this is, but I bet it's going to help me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So definitely something to help your swing. Now, if somebody wants to take a lesson, is that you do per lesson, per lesson, or a monthly thing? Or?
So, yeah, the junior rate for me is I do $35 an hour.
Okay.
No packages, just 35.
Right.
Kids are tough. They're either playing golf or maybe they're playing baseball, whatever it is. And then the adult lessons that I have is $70 an hour, and then we offer a couple packages, 3 for $180 and then 5 for $280.
Okay, well, there you go. Amateurs. We talked about how we may have some professional players soon, maybe.
Yeah.
Here in the area. Another fraternity brother of mine, Rich Beam. You remember him? Rich was a champion numerous times. Who can forget him beating Tiger Woods?
Nobody.
I think we were all watching that
Absolutely.
day, weren't we? And you know, Rich doing his little dance and everything.
Yeah.
Great guy. But Las Cruces is a great golf destination, right?
Absolutely. We have some of the best weather in the country. You know, spring golf is tough because of the wind, but, you know, the heat gets a little hot. But other than that, I mean, we really do, especially this time of year, it's about to be beautiful.
Yeah, I always tell everybody that we're outside 365, right?
Correct.
Outside, you know, I have a lot of family back in the Pittsburgh area still, and I like to take pictures when I'm playing golf in January and send it to my aunt and uncle, you know, and the jealousy and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you never know. January might be 70 degrees out here.
Yeah, very well could be, but a great place. What else do we need here in Las Cruces golf-wise that you could think of?
I mean, I think the biggest thing that we need is we definitely need to bring back a Las Cruces City Championship.
No, we were talking about that earlier.
I think that's very important. That showcases our local talent. That gives everybody a chance to be the champion of Las Cruces for a year.
Yeah.
An AJGA would be good. It was here at one point. Again, showcasing talent, maybe even getting our kids some competition that they may not see.
Yeah. And when we had that event here in town, we had kids from all across the country. You said you participated in that.
Yep, I played in one. It was, you know, life-changing. You get to meet friends. You get to see people from all over the country. It's great.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to have American Junior Golf Association back in town. I'm talking to them all the time.
Yeah.
And they don't have anything in New Mexico right now. So they would absolutely love to come back. We're working on that now, and if we do get them in, we'll definitely have you involved with that as well.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'd love to do it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're just about running out of time. So what I always ask everybody at the end of our podcast, TJ, is when you talk to somebody who hasn't lived here at all or hasn't visited, what is your favorite thing that you tell them about the Las Cruces area?
For me, being born and raised here, it's always the people. I've lived in a couple different places, and I tell people all the time, I go to the same gas station. They always say hi, how are you doing? Everybody's nice. And it's a small town, but that's even better because we all know each other. Yeah. We all keep each other accountable, make sure you're doing everything you should be doing. So for me, it's always the people.
All right, great. Well, hey, thanks for being our guest, and thanks for inviting us over here to Cruces Total Golf. Again, give everybody the address, the phone number, the website.
All right, 170 West Picacho. Website is crucestotalgolf.com. Phone number is 575-449-4762.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, TJ. And again, this is Visit Las Cruces Live, the Real New Mexico podcast. And we'll see you next time. We'll talk about all kinds of great stuff, our weekly guests, ideas on fun things to do, Cruces Total Golf, a fun thing to do. Check it out. And we'll catch you next time right here on Visit Las Cruces Live.